Hello peeps and plantoids, I'm Subs and I have another PowerLogic video for you today. This time we have, dun dun dun, the remote control door. The remote door. It opens, it closes, it does a lot of door type things, and it can do this remotely. Based on PowerLogic's Wi-Fi system, the door is a system of states, actions and profiles, so you have a high level of customization and control to create the automated behavior you want. Unfortunately, this increased complexity results in a steeper learning curve for many people. The fastest way to start is first to create two remote proximity sensors either side of the door, then go into the door's macro tab, click the preset button, select preset open and boom! You have similar behavior to an auto door. But you might want something more complicated, so let's go through the macro interface. The macro interface is split into several parts. You have the macro actions. These add an action to the action list, and actions will do things, such as open or close the door, change a state, modify a profile, etc. Below the action buttons you have the action list. That runs macro actions sequentially. Here actions can be rearranged or an action setting changed. You can skip the current action or pause play the action list completely using the buttons down to the left. Then you have your states, which simply are what the state of the door is at present. States are changeable and these control if a profile is listening to a certain channel or if the actions list runs when it's receiving or not receiving or the priority level. States can be changed by hand or by another action. You would usually only change states manually at the end of setting up your door, after you've created all your actions, and would leave them be all other times. At the bottom right you have your copy and paste list buttons, which allow you to copy from one door to another. The top part of the interface you have your profiles. Each profile has their own set of actions and states. You can have different profiles listening to different channels, though this is going into more advanced territory of the mod. So why would you use a remote door over an auto door if you want to replicate the same behavior? Well, one reason would be if you had multiple granite doors in sequence. Granite of course has more hit points than steel and is cheaper to use than plastisteel, but granite slows down an auto door's opening speed. By using a remote door, you can bypass this limitation by opening all doors at once. So how do you create this with remote doors? Well, we know where your doors are, but aside from that, you have your remote proximity sensors on either side, just as you would if you used the preset. Firstly, make sure your door's primary channel matches your remote proximity sensor's channel, and that the remote proximity sensor is triggering on friendlies. Let's start adding actions. First, I'll start with adding the action continue when receiving. This changes the wait state to continue running actions when it is receiving a monitored signal if necessary. Next we add the open door action. So far we are opening a door when receiving a signal. We don't want to continue on to the next action and close the door so soon, so we will add the wait while receiving action, so that after we have opened the door, it won't do anything until we lose a signal from the proximity sensor. On top of this, we add the delay action. Adding a delay is usually a good idea if you know you won't be triggering the remote proximity sensor in between opening and going through the door. The last action we add is the close door action. Since our colonist will be going through multiple doors, I'm going to change the delay to 5 seconds, as the colonists won't be triggering the remote proximity sensors during that time. More doors might need a larger delay. Now that our macro list is complete, we can start monitoring the primary channel. And now that we've got one of our doors up and running, we can copy and paste our action list to each other door. Don't forget to set each door to monitor the primary channel as well. An alternative to this is the keep open, close on danger setup. Having a radar instead of a proximity sensor, this removes the need for proximity sensors completely, which can be a little bit exposed if outside the home area of your base. Again, remember to set your door's primary or secondary channel to your radar's channel, and to have your radar transmit when there's danger. Because this setup requires two profiles, it's a good idea to rename your profiles so you know what does what. Double-clicking on a profile allows you to rename it, while clicking on the plus adds a new profile. You can also access delete and rename profile buttons by right-clicking it. While on our Stay Open profile, add the Open Door action. Then on the Stay Closed profile, add the Close Door action. On both profiles, be sure to monitor the primary channel. Lastly, we change the state of our Stay Open profile to Wait while receiving. That way our Stay Open profile runs when no signal is present, and our Stay Closed profile runs when there is a signal present. And you're done! The setup of these profiles ensures that they run at different times, though other setups might be different. The priority can be adjusted for such cases so that you can control which profile will run when. Using a radar is good if you're worried about high danger situations only, as low danger situations like a single enemy or animal attack shouldn't trigger the radar to transmit. Other possible uses are making a heat trap, which can be done by closing on a signal rather than opening. I've also experimented using them in kill boxes. That's all for this video. I'm Subs, thanks for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be informed of more videos from me. Goodbye!